So how attractive is Volodymyr Zelenskyy really? Welcome back to LookLogix, everyone. Today I'll assess the facial attractiveness harmony of the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Let's start with his front ratios, and then we'll move over to his side and see his total scoring for his harmony from 0 to 10. So his lowest score for his front profile is horrendous at 1.47 out of 10. It's his mouth width to nose width ratio, completely out of the ideal range. You can see these are all the facial objective harmony analysis ratios. And then his deviation of his ipsilateral alar angle and his jaw frontal angle is a 2.22 out of 10. This is also very out of the ideal range. His jaw frontal angle is a 2.39 out of 10. And then his brow length to face width ratio is a 2.86 out of 10. Lower lip to upper lip ratio is a 3.56 out of 10, so still out of the ideal range. His total facial width to height ratio is a 3.84 out of 10. His jaw slope, which is a newer analysis or ratio for faceiq labs, is a 5.03 out of 10, so basically right at the average scoring, 5 out of 10, basically 50% of people or 50% of the scoring. His lateral canthal tilt is a 5.25 out of 10, so it is slightly positively tilted, fortunately for him. You can see there's a little negative canthal tilt for this side of the eye, or this eye, because of the facial asymmetry. Now, moving on, his interpupillary mouth width ratio, which is normally quite high, is only a 5.79 for him. His bitemporal width is a 7.03, so these are coming into the more ideal ranges. So it's not too bad at all. His nose bridge to nose width ratio is a 7.74 out of 10, so he has a nice nose. Actually, one of the best noses for the presidents we've analyzed. I'm actually very surprised. This is a really good looking nose. It's not droopy like a Jew nose. It's quite nice. His eye separation ratio is a 7.8 out of 10. His Cupid's bow depth, with it, which is on his lip right here, how it curves down nicely like that, is an 8.19 out of 10. So in the nice ideal range. Could be better, of course. Ear protrusion angle is a 8.46 out of 10, so no need for an autoplasty or similar procedure. Mid-face ratio is an 8.89 out of 10. Neck width is an 8.96. He has a nice thick neck and also doesn't have too much subcutaneous visceral fat. You can see there's a little bit on his neck here. But this is slightly out of his prime. These are the best photos I could find on distorted front and side profiles. Moving on, you can check these out. I'll scroll past them. These are his highest scores. Now, let's see what his side ratios. All right, so let's see what Zelenskyy's side ratios are. But before that, if you'd like to try the app for yourself, faceiq Labs, you can actually see your full analysis for your harmony, your own harmony, and it'll tell you exactly how to take your front and side profile pictures. And it actually is a really useful app. You'll also see your plan and potential page, key strengths and weaknesses, and then areas of improvement. For 20% off any plan, and you also get your side profile marked for free to just test it out, you can use my code LookLogix. I'll put a link in the description in the comment section. For his side profiles, Zelenskyy gets a 0.55 out of 10 for his lowest, which is his submental cervical angle. Obviously, this is very out of the ideal range because of this fat. Nose tip rotation angle is a 2.4 out of 10. His lower lip S-line position is a 2.0 or 2.82 out of 10. Very out of the ideal range in the red. Interior mid-face projection angle is a 5.25. So the rest of these scores, not too bad. His Z angle is a 8.06 out of 10. Yeah, and then the rest, he has some nice facial convexity scores. And then nasal tip for sure. His nice brow ridge is not too prominent, but it's still masculinized, which is nice for him. Let's see what his total scoring is from 0 to 10. All right, so Volodymyr Zelenskyy gets a 5.12 out of 10. He has average harmony about top 49%, about 1 in 2.05 people. So he's definitely average. Now, I will say in his prime, he was a 5 facially for his front profile, 5 to 2.5. Wow, I'm mixing up these words while looking into his eyes. He's a little jester, kind of like a little dark occultist CIA operative. Yes, that's all right. So Volodymyr Zelenskyy gets a 5.12 out of 10 for his harmony. He's about the top 49%, about 1 in 2.05 people. He has average harmony. His front profile gets an 4.83 out of 10, and then his side gets a 5.58 out of 10, so not too bad for his side. Now, I will say in his prime, without all this excess fat here, he was definitely about a 6 in his side profile and then a 5.25. So overall, his score was about a 5.75 out of 10 in his prime. Now let's see finally his key strengths. Okay, proportionate lower face, balanced brow ridge. That's definitely one of his tops. His ideal forehead slope, ideal eyebrow tilt, or balanced eyebrow tilt. His refined nasal tip, excellent premaxillary projection, so not too of a recessed jaw. His excellent jaw growth, excellent jaw width, well-positioned eyebrows, excellent ramus length. Yeah, pretty good. For his areas of improvement, here we go, guys. This is the lowest scores for Zelenskyy. Flat jaw. His overly compact face shape, insufficient eye tilt, round neck region, narrow mouth, wide nose, overly protruded upper lip, underprojected mid-face, disharmonious mid-face and jaw alignment, close set eyes, lacking eyebrow length, thin lower lip, overprojected nose, narrow forehead, overly sloped upper forehead, overly narrow nose bridge, lacking Cupid's bow. Minor proportional variations also come in at a minus 0.59 points. So there we go, guys. Thank you all for watching. This is Volodymyr Zelenskyy's facial analysis analyzed, or facial harmony analyzed. If you'd like me to rate anyone else, just comment down below. And the next video coming out, I'll give you a hint. It has to do with this guy and the last video I made. Once again, if you'd like to use the app for yourself, with the code LookLogix, 20% off any plan. I'll put a comment in the description in the comment section. And I will see you in the next video.